It's Randy Tibbins. You know who you are. Come on in, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your and mine Los Angeles Dodgers. And you know, you got to represent, right? That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's the 25th of March. We haven't done a show since the 17th. Still no sound, so no sounders today, no home runs. That's okay. It's still spring training. We'll get things fixed. Don't worry. Let's see. Can we see this? There we go. All right. We're tilting a little. There we go. Anyway, I'm going to take some live questions. We're going to take a break. We're going to do this in two parts today. Get a water break in there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's do the news first. March 25th, 2016. Last show was on the 17th. And in case you weren't watching or you haven't been able to see it, the Dodgers tied the Cleveland Indians in the ninth inning yesterday, and they left it at that, technically snapping their 7-game losing streak. A.J. Ellis got the tying run in with a squeeze bunt. Dodgers are now 8th out of 15 teams in the Cactus League with a 10-10-3 record. Who cares? It's spring. And they're 8th out of, what are they? 8th out of 15th in the Cactus League. They're also 6th out of 15 in the National League. If you're keeping score at home, nobody is because it's spring training. Do you care? Yes and no. No, because they don't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. They're playing games that are meaningless. It's spring training. And here's a good reason why. How about that injury report? First of all, before we get to the injury report, Dodgers have already had 5 sellouts at Camelback Ranch this spring. Yay! And tickets are going fast with sellouts already announced for today's game versus the Giants and tomorrow's game versus the White Sox. So they're sold out. What can you do? They're popular. They're doing well. Like I said, I got an injury report for you. Yesterday, shortstop Corey Seager appeared in a minor league game against the Royals. And Seager, who sustained a mild knee sprain on March 12th, went 0 for 4 and did not run or play the field. More injuries. You want to hear the whole list? I'll give you the whole laundry list right here. Hyun-Jin Ryu probably won't start much before June, if then. He's coming off of his surgery. Brett Anderson's out 3 to 5 months with back surgery. Ouch. Yasmani Grandal is out with forearm soreness of some kind. He will remain out of the Dodger lineup at least until Sunday, which is what Dave Roberts told reporters today. An MRI showed no muscle damage in Grandal's sore arm. He's got a sore right arm. I don't know what that means. Is that a real thing, or is he being a wuss? I don't know. He's all right. He's a tough guy. He is a very tough guy. Let's put this up here. How are we doing? All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Nobody watching yet. It's early. It's only 3:50. We're going to do this in 2 parts, remember. Okay, what else is going on? Andre Ethier out with a broken tibia in his right leg from that nasty foul ball he took off of his leg last Friday, the tibia. Oh, ouch. He's not even allowed to put weight on the thing. They said he's not going to be able to put weight on it for several weeks. Let's see. Howie Kendrick was scratched from Thursday night's game with calf tightness. It's not a big deal, but got to be careful with guys. It's the end of spring training. Corey Seager played, like I said, minor league game Thursday, and he played again. Let's see. Mike Bolsinger still figures to be the number 5 starter in the Dodgers' plans, but an oblique injury has given cause for concern. Another oblique. Andrew Friedman confirmed suspicions that Mike Bolsinger's oblique injury would knock him off track for an opening week start, which means he might be delayed a couple weeks. Don't know. What else is going on? So the guys that might be in line besides Bolsinger for the 5th starting spot on the pitching rotation: Carlos Frias, Zach Lee, possibly that Stripling guy. We don't know. We'll find out. It's still a little early, but we're not quite there yet. Spring training is still going on, so we don't need to worry about that. Who's watching me today? Any of you Dodger fans out there? Come on. Where are my Dodger fans? All right. Well, we're going to take a break in just a few minutes, so you better be cool. All right. Let's do a quick calendar recap, shall we? Dodger recap. First of all, for the Dodgers calendar, opening day, April the 4th. It's coming up fast. Let's see, what do we got here on the old calendar? It's a week plus. It's a week from next Monday. Wow, it's coming fast. All right, in the MLB calendar of things for the offseason in 2016, March 30th is coming up next week. That's the last day to request unconditional release waivers on a player without having to pay him his full 2016 salary. That's a biggie, because if you release him, if you're the owner, you don't have to be responsible for a full year of salary, just 45 days worth or whatever it's been. All right. April 3rd is MLB opening day for most of, well, I guess one or two teams. Active rosters have to be not one, have to be more than one, two teams playing. I think ESPN's Sunday Night Baseball is opening up April 3rd. Active rosters must be reduced to 25 players on April 3rd. So there you go. You got till April 3rd to whittle down what we need for the Dodgers. We'll have it. The July 12th All-Star Game is going to be played in San Diego this year. So if anybody from California wants to go all the way down there, let's check it out. Let's get a posse together. All right, that's enough of the calendar. We're going to do some fun stuff coming up in, let's see, can we do some fun stuff? All right, we'll do a little bit of fun stuff now, and we'll break it, and we'll do it again. I'm going to cut it up into two parts today. One, so that we can get more viewers, possibly. And two, I can load it directly onto my Facebook page without it disappearing after one day. Thank you, Periscope. All right, shout-outs. Whenever I do this, it means Dodgers, fun stuff. And by the way, this podcast has been going on about 12 years now. Does anybody not know that? Okay. Shout out, celebrating her birthday today is a friend of mine from Phoenix, but she grew up a Dodger fan. Why? Because in the good old days of the 60s and 70s, kiddies, the Dodger broadcasts were pumped into the Phoenix market because they were part of the Dodger affiliation. They were part of the Dodger radio network, if you will. And so happy birthday, my friend Carla. Happy birthday, Carla. She came to games with me for her birthday. Remember that time at Maryville Park? We saw Dodgers play the Brewers. You were there. Anyway, Carla's birthday today. Also some other shout-outs, other birthdays of people from my spring training, my usual spring training posse who've had birthdays or about to have birthdays this week. Lacey. Thank you, Lacey, for coming with us the few times you have. We gotta get together. We gotta do some games, man. She's a big Rangers fan up there in the Sacramento area, so she's got to be the only Rangers fan in all of California. So happy birthday to Lacey this week. Also, my buddy Aaron coming up, the A-Man. He's celebrating as well. So a lot of people celebrating birthdays this last week and a half of March. Happy birthday, all of our favorite people this week. All right, no stats of the day. We're going to do this date in Dodger history, then we're going to cut it and come back. Are you ready? All right, this date in Dodger history, March 25th, 1945. We're going way back there. Tryouts are granted to pitcher Terrace McDuffie and first baseman Dave Thomas when a group of blacks appear at the Dodger offices in Brooklyn. Remember, this is 1945. The two players will work out at Ebbets Field in front of Branch Rickey on April 7th. Thomas ended up in both the Negro Leagues and Mexican Leagues, and McDuffie went on to play for years in the Negro Leagues, Mexican League, Cuban League, Provincial League, Puerto Rico League, and the Venezuelan Leagues, and later the Texas League. Never the major leagues. He's also a member of the Cuban Hall of Fame. But those two guys on this date in history tried out for the Dodgers, but they were a little premature. And I sense they were a little bit older, too, because I think McDuffie was already in his mid-30s by then. But anyway, it was this date in Dodger history. Two black guys trying out for the Dodgers. That's the only thing we got. Sorry about that. This is Randy. We're coming back in another segment right after this. So come on back, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers again in just a few minutes, all right? See you in about 5 minutes. Bye-bye.